So nowadays, insurance companies are really trying to put the screws of people, especially here in Florida. But this applies to everybody around the country, starting from the Carolinas to Georgia to Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, Louisiana. Those are primarily the states where insurance companies are almost covering nothing anymore. And they keep on trying to squeeze what they have to pay for. Your insurance policy is almost becoming worthless. So in this particular video, we're going to be talking about if your insurance company is forcing you to get a new roof because your roof is a little bit older, here's what you can do. Do this. I'm going to show you what you should do. And this should prevent them from either canceling you or raising your rates, depending on the situation. So my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster here in the state of Florida. Here's my contact information in case you need to get a hold of me if you have a question, need help with a claim. So here's what you need to do. This also applies to people in Florida. All right, so you get a roofer or roofing company to inspect your roof. It's going to cost a couple $100, and you have them write on their letterhead a statement, something similar to this. I, Joe Roofer, inspected the roof at 123 Birch Avenue in Charlotte, Carolina on whatever the date is, and based on my experience in the roofing industry, I can estimate, or attest, you can put, either one works, attest, that the roof has approximately 7 years left of useful life remaining. Okay? This phrase is important. 7 years left of useful life remaining, or whatever it is. Now in Florida, okay, when we get this, we have to say that there's at least 5 years or more for the insurance companies to accept it. So when can you use this type of situation as far as getting a statement or it's almost like an affidavit from the roofer? So two situations. If they're trying to change your rates, if they're trying to increase your premiums that you have to pay because your roof is 15 years old, 20 years old, right? Like a lot of things, like a car that's 20 years old could be in great shape with 50,000 miles. Maybe it'll last another 100,000 miles, right? So they're trying to minimize everything on what they have to pay as far as a claim. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. So the other part is if they're trying to make you get a new roof, or else they won't either one, insure you if it's a new policy, or renew you. So let's say you have Omega Company, Omega Insurance Company, all right? And they say, okay, well, you've been with us 5 years. Your roof was 15 years old. Now it's 20 years old. We're not going to renew you until you get a new roof. That's when you get this and you send it to your agent. Okay? And you say, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Agent, I know you love the insurance companies. I know you want to protect the insurance companies, but I'm paying you. If you can't do it, I'll find another agent that can send this letter to the insurance company, and you better tell them that the roof is fine and to insure me again. So as I mentioned in Florida, the new laws that were passed by Governor, well, I don't want to say his name because he's such a jerk, and how he screwed us here in Florida, but we know who he is. So the governor of Florida, they passed new laws. If your roof is over 15 years old and the insurance company either says, hey, we're not going to renew you, or if it's a newer company, we're not going to insure you. If you get a roofer that say you have at least 5 years of useful life remaining, they have to under Florida law. All right. So again, let me explain what's going on. The insurance company are trying to lower their window if something happens where it's a windstorm and they have to pay for a new roof, or your roof starts leaking from a bad storm, tropical storm, whatever the case may be, hail. They're trying to make it to where I don't know what the future holds. They're going to make you replace a roof every 10 years so they don't ever have to pay for a roof claim. That's the goal. Shrink the amount of time, shrink the risk. Remember, insurance companies measure risk. They insure 100,000 people and they calculate what the risk is of how many people out of 100,000 are going to have a roof claim. They're just trying to shrink it to gain more and more profit, right? Same thing with water damage. What are they doing? Everybody now, older home, $10,000 water damage limit. So the two probably biggest claims you'll ever have will be something involving your roof and water damage. And now the window is so small, all they're doing is laughing because they're paying off politicians to pass these dang laws. I don't know how I went off on a tangent, but I just did. So here's an example. This is what you guys need to do. Follow it. It should help. If it doesn't, file a complaint with your insurance commissioner. Whatever, in Florida, we have what's called the Department of Financial Services, which is worthless. They don't do anything to insurance companies, but file the complaint. Also file a complaint with your state's attorney general. Thanks for watching this video. Again, my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. Here's my contact information if you need to get a hold of me, if you have a question or need help with a claim. Thank you.